Hi, welcome to the Sunday Show. A long time ago, I tried to start some sort of weekly video, not really based on much, just sort of a talking video, say a few things I've been thinking this week, based around a show called The Monday Show by Nice Peter. I don't know why I wanted to do this, I can't really remember the point, but nowadays I want to do it just sort of a bit of like a preoccupying thing to do, just so I've got something to look back on. Don't know, just get out some ideas that I've been thinking about through the week. So the plans for this show are every Sunday there'll be some sort of video. It might just be me here like this, chatting about something random. There might be segments like there is this week. There's a few sort of little clips of things that I've been getting up to. Who knows what it'll be, but we can make it together. That sounds like some sort of lame Disney quote, doesn't it? We can make it together. It's the new hit song that's going to be in the next Disney movie, I'm telling you. So that's sort of my plan. I hope I've explained it well, and I hope to see you in all the episodes of The Sunday Show. Here's a tip for all you Easter jokers out there on Easter breakfast morning. You take a good old Ben & Jerry's and your giant cream egg. You open your goddamn cream egg and you put the ice cream in it. It's like a bowl. I'm just taking a break from rendering a video. It's taking forever. I'll show you, hold on. It takes so long, because it said about like 40 odd minutes to start with, and that was 13 minutes ago. But it does tick down, it just goes back up every so often. But anyway, I've seen on the internet that recently there's been this like Disney Pixar like March Madness like basketball themed bracket thing going on, and it's like properly dividing people's opinions. So I thought I'd fill in my preferences. I did this with my girlfriend a bit ago, and we came on like the final, what we thought fairly was the best movie out of them. But I'm gonna go with like my favourites for each one. Let's go through this. I'll do it real quick. Lion King or Tarzan? Tarzan for me. Princess and the Frog and Lilo and Stitch, it's got to be Lilo and Stitch. Tangled and Big Hero 6, I'm a sucker for superheroes, so it's Big Hero 6. Frozen and Moana, Frozen's decent, but Moana's just a bit better.
Hi.
She's turned up, so she's going to start moaning that the ones that I think are better are wrong, but I'm not wrong.
No, you are wrong.
No, I'm not. Hercules is better than Aladdin. There's no contest between The Little Mermaid and Pocahontas. The Little Mermaid is the best. I'm not that big a fan of Mulan, so for me...
Mulan's really good though. Have you...
Shut up!
No!
It's my turn! Stop! Zootopia beats Mulan for me. This is where she's going to get most mad, because I prefer Nightmare Before Christmas.
No! Right, that's not a Disney film. It's not.
I don't care. Those two are quite close for me, but Up's probably just better, really. Toy Story 2 I actually prefer. It's got Al's chicken barn and everything, that bit's cool. Cars 3 is the worst. It's bad.
Terrible.
Is that just Cars? I can't even tell. But anyway...
No, it's Cars and Coco, look.
It doesn't matter, Coco's better than all of the Cars films. I've never seen The Good Dinosaur, so Toy Story 3 it is, even though I'm not that fond of that. Ratatouille is probably just better than Bug's Life.
No, Bug's Life is really good.
No, Ratatouille is just better. Finding Nemo or Inside Out. That's really hard. I think I would rather watch Finding Nemo, but that one's really hard. The Incredibles. My writing's getting worse and worse per thing. So, Tarzan versus Lilo and Stitch, I'm still pretty firm that Lilo and Stitch is better for me. And Big Hero 6 or Moana. Moana's really good, and a lot of people would rather watch Moana, and it's probably better overall. But for me, Big Hero 6 is better.
Oh, that's wrong.
See, Hercules has got my favourite Disney song of all time in it, but Little Mermaid's better. Nig is better than Zootopia. Up's pretty good, but it can't beat Toy Story 2. As I've said, Toy Story 3 isn't that great, so Coco. These two are really nice, endearing films. It's more jam-packed with cool stuff, so...
I mean...
Monsters Inc. or The Incredibles is really hard, but Monsters Inc.'s got loads of cool little bits like Finding Nemo does, so it's going on. Okay, Lilo and Stitch or Big Hero 6. I relate to Big Hero 6 more. They're like, there's a nerdy kid and it's like superheroes and it's just, I love it. These two are like the best music films there is. Little Mermaid's too much of a classic. It was like my first love of Disney films. Finding Nemo or Monsters, Inc. These two are like quite similar in how they're good. But I think for me, Monsters Inc.'s probably just a bit cooler. Out of these two, these are two really good ones, but it's pretty quite easy that Coco's better for me. He's a musician, and it's great, it looks amazing. That one's going forward. Little Mermaid or Big Hero 6. And it's the classics working for me. Coco or Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. doesn't have music. You, Monsters Inc. Grow some music on a tree. What? That's how music works. You grow it on a tree. Those are my final two, and this one is my classic favourite that I've loved forever. But recently, I've just come over to this. It's so good, that film. I've never come. I didn't come so close to crying in Little Mermaid as I did in Coco. So Coco wins. So if you can read that, that's how I rank everything. If you can read some of these things, that's how I rank things. Go ahead and get angry with me. That's fine. I can deal with it. Okay, so, story time.
Well, this is a story all about how something happened and something else. I stole this joke from John Tron and now we're here and... I don't know, whatever.
So recently, or kind of recently, I was involved in a little car incident. And when I say little, I mean tiny. It was the smallest of things that could have happened in a car confrontation sort of situation ever. And I will now describe it with the power of terrible animation.
Right, I don't know how boring this is going to be for most people because it is just about cars, but I was pulling out of a junction. It had a stop sign at it, so I had to stop. Stop dead on. You can't be like moving forward real slow or anything. You have to stop and then move forward really slow. That's like what you're supposed to do. So I did that. I pulled up to this stop sign, put my handbrake on, I fully stopped. There was traffic on the side of the road closest to me. This traffic left a gap, so then I started edging forward through this gap to check if there was any traffic on the other side of the road that, might be coming to get me, essentially. Scarier than it sounds. I edged forwards like you're supposed to, saw there was a car coming reasonably fast, not too fast, but pretty fast. Stopped as soon as I saw it. This car couldn't stop quick enough in time to avoid me, because the nose of my car was obviously sticking out to be able to see around this traffic, and she did only, tap. The bumpers tapped. It was like nothing. That's why it was such a tiny incident. And, that's what happened. What we've been saying to each other was, my side of the argument is, I've not done anything wrong, I've pulled out how you're supposed to at one of those junctions. She's not done that much wrong either, because she's sort of driving like normal, and it was her right of way, but there are a couple things she could have done to stop. I don't really care about those, whatever. So the point is, there's no fault on either side. Now, they're claiming there's a little bit of damage to their bumper, which I didn't see, so I'm not fully sure if it's there, but whatever. If they want to get that sorted through insurance, there's no way that they could solely blame me. I'd done everything right, and she'd done pretty much enough right as well, so there's no one at fault. So it'd have to come out of her insurance, costing her quite a lot of money. So what I wanted to do was give her a phone number of a reliable good garage who could do it for cheaper. That's what we're trying to do. But no, they're trying to make it go through my insurance, claiming that it was my fault somehow, even though I'd driven exactly how you're supposed to. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I hate how cars work in my country. God damn, it's annoying.
So there you have it. That's the story of why I hate cars, basically. It really annoyed me, but don't worry, I'm this unlucky about everything, all the time, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of different stories that I can tell, and it means that I can reuse that, little intro bit, which is nice. Story time over. That's it for this episode of The Sunday Show. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know if you want any sort of regular things that happen, like when I was recording it before, a long time ago. I did a story, an interesting fact or story that I'd found during the week. I can do something like that. And if you've got any ideas, let me know. like I say, we can decide what this is together. So yeah, I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.